We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior. Ain't nothing.
The third and final week of the preseason is
the Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From the 6. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers. That's Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Pickett. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara to about the 33-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
To try again after the sack, Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
From the 25 on second down, Pickett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. "23 yards on the tuck and run.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back to the ground, Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 2nd and 6 from the 10. On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Quez Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bradley Chubb, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down, here's Pickett. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Martin Emerson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here now Roberts. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. James Cook running back out now. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett back to throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kendrick Bourne, 56 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule, no games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the rushing numbers tell a different story. They really couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground, and the evidence? The numbers.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A give to Kamara running right. We'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now you're up
offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett steps away to his left. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we? Remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Flushed out right. Pickett lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And the Colts coming out now. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again with Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. To return is Roberts. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here. Oh, no, he lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. First throw now for the backup, Allen. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab by Kroft. To the right side, this is Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Allen on third. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kelly on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Henderson will try and run for the first. Oh, he shifts past him. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Allen from the gun on third down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. On first down, here's Mon. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On second down, it's Sermon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Bucs now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10, down inside the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Shi Smith. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Mond. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He's back to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Mond's throw there complete to Sims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow! Wow! What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Bucs down 24-20. A little over 20 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Allen. He's got that complete to Roberts. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done. Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Yeah.